Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I want to do a little bit different. I want to find a new place to live, new base. Set us up on a proper thing. I'm just not sure where. So we're probably going to explore, find a few places.
Heya.
See what there is. And possibly move. Let's start. I mean, I don't want anywhere big. Because obviously it is just me. But at the same time, I need somewhere not too small. I could potentially move back down into the cafeteria. Let's have a look. So, yeah, could potentially move back into here. It would give me plenty of room. Could even convert this area into some type of room as well. But then I'm not sure about this whole area. It sort of seems a bit too big in my eyes. I mean, you can close this to have that way closed. But yeah. So you got this big room here, but obviously the glass is breakable, so sort of a minus on that. I think we might actually be in the best location here. Hello there, Farsight. Yeah, I guess we're staying where we are for the moment. I might find someone. Hello. My spooky little friend. Today's stuff is going to be a lot more... Yeah, today we're just going to be a little bit more laid back. Sort of do little bits. I guess we'll just sort of expand this space to be bigger, be better. What's that? I do want to get this fridge in, as well as maybe a freezer. Let's try and do freezers. So we have enough for 2, that's what we want.
Heya.
Now obviously the downside is we got to move this. And relatively quickly to avoid stuff. We are going to lose the radiation protection, but honestly, I'd rather have all my stuff constantly fresh and ready to use. So how much space we got? We got a lot of space. Now I'm using that because that actually has 100% radiation protection, so we are actually protected from all the radiation that's going to build up while we're putting these freezers in. I'm probably going to need a shelf as well now that I look at this. How far do you need to be? So it sort of pings between the two. That one there. I'm either thinking a medium shelf or a large shelf. Can't quite remember which one fits it. We just need to sort of raise it higher than I wanted because of the light switch. I mean, unless... yeah, it just doesn't like that light switch. Too heavy to jump repeat. Come on, I just need one solid blue for even a few split seconds. That wasn't how I wanted it, but it kind of works. So that is how it's going to be. Just need to get power to each one. Done. Absolutely done. I still need to put this stuff back somewhere. Hello there, Link. Welcome. Need to put this down for a few minutes.
How's it going?
Just to move stuff around. As we can see, it's kind of filling me up. Right. I know it seems kind of stupid to put the non-melted ice cream in here, but for now it's the best place I can put it, and then I can put the radiated stuff still in here, but just means that we're now split up evenly. Salvage stations for different places. Okay. So that's going to deal with our food now, as obviously it's going to constantly be kept good. And we can harvest all of these. The melted ice cream for now. It's not being used here. In fact, we can put it in there. Okay. So that's some freezers set up. Plants are regrowing. I think I need my beekeepers real quick. Where's the honey? There's the honey. And then obviously the beeswax go wherever it goes. Okay, so that's a small upgrade to the kitchen at least. With freezers, we'll be constantly growing and able to do other stuff. Let's have a look. So, what else could we? Harpoon spear. A hardy maritime spear capable of dragging targets towards you. Sounds useful, but not what I want right now. I think we should make one of these. Also, I would like to make one of these and just see how much space it has. This is just my curiosity now, get on the bed. Hiker's backpack. Capacity 30, weight reduction 42. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit less than what we've got, but it reduces everything's weight, which feels kind of nice. I think for now we'll leave it. We know we've made it. We know what it looks like and what it does. I want to kind of expand what I've got here. But I also want to get rid of this guy. So, what do we need? We need a lot of stuff. All stuff craftable. So we'll look at the easiest stuff first. This tram key, probably the easiest one with 4 components. We can make that. We use our last CPU for that. I need 10 of these, but I only have 9 gems. Luckily we have a lot of wheat. Let's go for a run. I think the easiest way would be through security, through the hatch, because then we can say that we're in the area we want to be. Just a little bit easier. Should really be wearing a radiation suit with all that radiation. Hello. Okay, wasn't expecting. I'm gonna shut that for future voyages around here. So it looks like there's just a breach around here.
Power services for today will be stopping momentarily.
Wow.
If you have any
Time's really gone
specimens
quick.
outside of containment, return them immediately. Have an efficient and effective evening.
Okay, so how many do I need? I needed 10. And then we need 3 X-ray turrets. Well, that's gonna need 3 of these then. Apparently I only have enough crystal for 1. If I know I needed crystal, I wouldn't have left the lab so quick. I would have traded in some extra pieces. Okay. I saw something go sort of flying out the door. I didn't realise what it was. And of course, night time just as I leave. It's fine. This one's relatively close anyway. Okay. So let's try this again. I need 3 of these, which means I need 3 of these. Which means I need 3 of these. Sweet. So I'm going to put it out here, just so it's sort of out of my way. But I'm going to keep it sort of in line with the window, because then from this angle I can still sort of see it if I'm in the main room. The robot's just over there. I'm not even sure what the robot's trying to do anymore. Mr. Robot, you're in here. Come on. Come play with the disc toy. Apparently it's shooting into it. Okay. Da-da-da-da. That dealt with that. Need to deal with this and the rest of the stuff. I definitely need to start getting some mannequins as well for this armor. Get it on display properly. But anyway, we need a battery for this containment. I'm gonna say carbon's a little bit overkill for this, as it's literally going to be the only thing on its battery. Right there, straight in. We will get some tech scrap though, so that I can make the cable look a bit neater. Give me a nice 20. I forgot with my light on, it gets a bit awkward. That's better. Right. Seems about right to go. Here to the floor, I think. And then the floor over. Cool. So this now has power, which is obviously what we want. It needs Griab seeds. Wrong one. This one. And I think it just requires like 2 to fill it up. Could be wrong. Yeah, 2 seeds fills that. So that's ready to go. What I now need to do is take this out, because obviously we don't need it here. And I guess a good place to have it would be maybe have it in the corner.
Warning. Anomalous power fluctuation detected in office sector. Investigation
Found out the anomalies you catch with test tube
critical
overall,
operations may experience
as they don't decay when put
intermittent
into a
power
normal slot on
loss.
the backpack.
Gate apologizes for any inconvenience.
Interesting to know. Rolling blackout. That's you. Get off my stuff. I was gonna say it's daytime as well, so it's like I should have power. This thing should also be breaking those things. Hence why all of those. But it also means that the big one's going to be in the main room. Dear. Okay, what did I just unplug? Okay, let's get to the main room and deal with this rolling blackout. Otherwise we'd be here free. It's just constantly fighting that. Let's not jump down there. I just realised I'm not wearing that particular armour piece. I love how this guy's like just doesn't care about the big floating thing going on. He's just gonna walk around, mind his own business. Did he drop anything else, or is it? What's the better? You drop stuff on the leg itself. You're getting a bit too close, my friend. Okay, so what I need to do then is make a warming tray for me to store anomalies in. Yeah, there's nothing else there.
I could certainly use a drink.
I guess I should put this on a battery as well, shouldn't I?
Heya.
Just to be on the safe side. Have any extra batteries lying around, do I? I do! That's a miracle. There we go. So now we just need to lure the Liak here. And he will become happily contained in that thing, in that unit. Unless I forget to feed him. But I killed the big guy. You should not be here. Go away. I'm going to have to do thorough examinations of all my base, just to make sure I got them all now. it would be better to eat the fruit with eyes and use your X-ray lamp? Most probably. But even if I eat the fruit with eyes, the X-ray tower is still going to do the same job for me. I'm holding a lodestone. Forgot about that. I am a blob. This is my reflection. There really isn't much to do because I don't feel like progressing. But I do know I need to get some of this stuff. So warming trays, what you say for one thing. I didn't make any ovens yet, did I? No. So maybe we make an oven as well. Requires a lot of stuff. Requires refined carbon. Not a refined carbon, basically. Okay, for now. Oh, hello. Come on, you can still chase me. Yep. Wonder if he has a reflection. No, he doesn't. Hello! We got him. Those creatures seem to emit a sound, so that's good to tell to find if there are any more in the base. That is true, yes. The invisible things do, the leeches do emit a sound. Okay. So we no longer have to worry about the Leah anymore. Well, other than feeding him. You can tint the glass? Yes, you can. You can have your new roommate very visible, or you can give him some privacy. Although you can still see him, like his silhouette, inside there. Personally, I do like having it like this, a little, just so you can see him. And obviously it helps with the glass there as well, because I can be like, oh yeah, there he is, it's fine. Obviously I should be able to see the siren as well from there. If it was to ever start going really bad. Okay. So now I need to start getting this place powered up. Well, not powered up, it's already got power. What I mean is I need to wire this in to the system, but I don't want to keep trying to overload the battery. I don't want to put everything at once. So let's go and make our old trick again. One laser emitter. We need a diode, which, if I remember rightly, was reinforced hose. Don't have a lot of that, do we? Blacksmith. There you are.
Yeah, you good?
Thought I saw something through the glass, but it might have just been some of the other bits. Okay, one power converter. And then now we should be able to put both of them here.
Heya.
Forgot about that. One of the skills has a chance to double stuff you collect. I kind of still want it to be here, just sort of covered up a bit. But now I've got double of it. And all of this is now running on
A sip of water would suffice.
the one set. So what we do is we bring this cable back, maybe to about here, and plug it in. Now we have all slots. And do I have these? No? Apparently not. Fair enough. Just means I now have a place to put them when I do. So where should I put the bin now? I'll put the bin over here. Accidentally drinking the beans and juice there. Okay, so we've caught the Liac, we've got a warming drawer, we've got freezers. I kinda want an oven, but that will require me to get some carbon. It's not the hardest thing to get, I mean I have quite a bit of silver. It's just trying to find it in the area. Put that down there, put that up there, put that over there. Take these back. Decorations that can go there. Okay. Let's go grab some carbon. Kind of like the idea that we're expanding the kitchen.
For what do you seek?
I seek carbon, Myron. Down. I did wonder how the zombies came to be back in this place. I mean, you only ever saw them in one sort of thing. Also, I was unaware there was a battery, not a battery, a plug up here.
Parma!
Nope. Leave me alone. Right. Also, need to make one of these with another laser, which requires another dial. Okay, one thing at a time. Oven, which requires more of this. So we'll make 5. We'll make 2 of those. We'll make the 1 of those. And we'll make the 4 of those. Okay, so that sorts out the oven. Question is where to put it. You can't really put it on a side because it is actually a bit bigger than it looks. Can't put it on the stove top because obviously I need the stove top. Would be cool if it kind of fitted on top of the heating, the warming drawer, because then you can have them both together. Do we have a desk? I do. We're gonna make ourselves like a little island. Once again. Sort of in the middle of the kitchen. Give me plenty of space though. Yeah, that works. And then we can have this. Sort of just on top. There we go. Oh, I just need to get power to it. The air feels strange. Be on guard tonight. Again? Really? We're gonna run power to it from over here, I think. Yeah, sort of along. It's the one thing I hate is that the cables aren't long enough, so you do end up with like a plug in the middle of the floor.
How's it going?
There we go. The oven now has power. So a lot of what I'm searching for is just sort of adding to what I've got. Like these neutrino emitters actually are what I needed for a couple of things. This one, for instance, moisture teleporter, just every random tick or so puts water into a barrel, farm plot, anything that can basically take water, it will put it in, which is great, because they are useful for that. The rain shower, I'm not really sure about the rain shower. It's good, but also a bit weird. I'm actually going to get a couple of these because I do want a building shower and I do want a moisture teleporter. So I'm going to put the shower in here, just so it's sort of out the way. Just try and get it right in the corner or something. Actually, no. No, in my luck, I end up getting stuck every time I try to use it. The shower is good as it gets rid of all radiation. That it does. It can hold enough water for 4 showers. And yes, as you said, it can get rid of all radiation. So it is ideal. Just got to remember to keep topping it up. But obviously if we put... I just need to run power, which is easy because I can run it from here round. This only makes it look like one anyway. Gonna make another neutrino at the top. Because I'm gonna make one more teleporter. And there's reasons for my madness. It's gonna go here. Or at least one place. We're gonna run the power. I just realised I can't run the power from there, can I? Oh no, I can, because that's a carbon battery. What am I thinking? I'm not thinking of all the power. Right, so we're going to put it from here to here. Even if I don't water my crops now, this will water forward, which is good because I have a bad habit of not remembering to water my stuff. Forgot eggs have a decay as well. Right. So there we go. Turns blue, spins, and then water will fill up everything around in different various states. What I'm also going to do is, because again, I am going to forget about putting water in this thing, I'm going to put a teleporter in here.
I can feel my blood sugar falling.
So with power to this, that would fill this up constantly. And then this needs to be brought in here somewhere. Preferably with a laser. So we'll bring it out to about there. Because even on its own, this is useful. And I'm hoping to demonstrate that soon. Okay, I need more diodes. I definitely need to do more visits to the other portal worlds again. Blacksmith once more. Once we get this sorted, I might go for a visit around Canaan, just to go and grab some hexwood. It's almost night time as well. Also, why is it I keep seeing things with damage? I don't remember anything being in here last time with me. And honestly, I haven't been on in a little while. At least not on this save. How you doing, friendo? Yeah, you're fine. These I expect damage on. You were wondering if there was a shower to get rid of all radiation? Yep. It was, I believe, added. I don't remember it being in the early access stages. I will say that. So I believe it got added for like maybe 1.0. Again, could be wrong. But yeah, the moment you go in it, you press the button, you have one quick bath. I need to get this in here and then rotate it, and then we're going to run power down to it. So this, with that now on, the radiation is actually absorbed. Now it is a set sort of area. If you move out of range, I don't know if I could sort of do it from here. Yeah, I can't really get the
facility access detected. Caution advised.
Can't get the right angle on it. I'm gonna put this away. Well, failing that, I'm gonna put it somewhere where it can be out of my way. Can go there while it's waiting for its other upgrade. Soldiers. Do we think they're gonna actually make it round to me this time? Or do we think they're just gonna be stupid and not find their way to me?
All vacant perforations will be
I can hear
resettled
gunshots.
in 3, 2, 1.
Sounds like they're trying.
Reset complete.
Let's grab some test tubes and let's go for it. I hear the disc turret shooting, so they must have found their way to me. It's a miracle, but they did it. They finally got it. Did they survive? Doesn't look like it. I just had my own shot just to be on the safe side. Right, I'll come back to you, because I want to go and grab some anomalies. The air feels normal. Either it was one enemy, or they all pretty much died straight away. Robot must have died around her. Exor over there, don't want to get on his bad side. So, I'm very curious, but anomalies don't always seem to spawn for me. It's like sometimes I feel like I go a whole night
I'm ravenous.
and nothing. Or I could run around the whole place and, like now, there's nothing. I've grabbed 2. That is it. Also, I'm curious about this silo one. More so around the beginning of the night? Yeah, maybe. I just feel like they're not used for a lot of stuff. This I know. But at the same time, they feel very scarce. And there's daytime, so now there won't be any of them. It's like I feel like you need to be constantly ready to go out and just grab. Ah, you give me presents, thank you. Right. Let's go put these in here. They don't go in a warming. They don't go in the warming drawer. I feel like, oh, for the love of.
Attention.
I give
This
up.
sector is
I give up
under
with these
precautionary
stupid
security
anomalies.
measures. Please remain in place and wait for security assistance.
I feel like the only thing they're good for right now is just to trade with the blacksmith. Let's have some food. And let's deal with the body. No body means no one can blame me for any problems. I do also want to deal with this, actually. So, oh yeah, we've still got to wire this up. It's also used for fertilizer and plant food. Yeah, true. I just feel like it's being maybe a bit too stingent on it. It has a decay of 200, so a decay limit of 200, and you can't put it in the warming drawer apparently, because I'm really trying to put it in and it doesn't want to. See, it even says which will spoil food and warm other items, yet it's not letting me warm those. Again, this is dealing with my radiation, because I shouldn't be getting any radiation from
I can feel my blood sugar falling.
I know I got a plug strip around here somewhere. There it is. You can put it there, but you have to change sandbox settings. Which just seems a bit off. It's like I don't want to change the sandbox settings just to stop my anomalies from decaying. Also, why do you keep vanishing when I just walk past this door? There. Right, that to go into that. Run power across the ceiling. There we go. So it's got nothing in at the moment. When this does a random tick, yeah, it stops coffee and such getting cold. Which is good, because, like, I've not made any of the slushy bombs or mugnades. So, those are still stuff that I can do. And honestly, probably going to need them at some point. Now that the Liat's detected, we can actually make these without having to worry about him being attracted and chasing me. And these I actually love because they just fill your hunger and thirst up so much. There we go, it's already working. It's got 90 milliliters in it already. It's not enough for a shot. It apparently is. There we go, all my radiation gone. And I'm clean. Slushies don't decay. The coffee in drinks and cups from
I
casting
should
will
probably
stop
locate a
decaying entirely when
restroom.
it's out of wardrobe. Good to know. But it does mean now that I've got something to use the money on. Obviously, I could always go round to vending machines and shake them, or pay for them entirely. I probably won't do drinks anymore, because obviously this robot here is going to give me drinks. If I do the other robots there, give me drinks. Vending machine probably will still do. But I think the last thing I just want to do for the base is get some better defenses going in. So like here, I'd have 2 disc turrets, so that if a ranged enemy came down this corridor, they get shot at. And obviously with a carbon battery, that'd be perfectly fine. Let's have a look. Grinder. Not grinder, that's the hand. Disc. That's what I want. trades vanilla latte for slushy, pumpkin spice coffee for pumpkin, and hot cider with 2 apples. That's good to know. Probably don't have enough for... Yeah, I need more steel cable for this. So I have 1 at the moment. I mean, it's better than nothing. Get these. Get this. Okay, we'll do the carbon battery here. Put the plug on the wall this way, because then that provides 3 plugs for the whole area instead of the 1. And now we'll just get that one powered up for the time being. So that gives us a ranged defense down here now. Honestly, I think that's all I can do for space right now. I keep running into that and then wondering why I stop. Let's do... I think the only other thing I can do is that trip to Canaan to try and get some more hexwood. So I can make these mannequins. How many do they... Requires 4 hexwood, staplers, leather. Currently I can make 1. But obviously we want to make more than 1. We've got more sets of armor than 1. It is nice having the base opened up again here instead of having this constantly in the way. Also nice being able to have the stuff watered without having to worry about it too much. Right, let's take a visit to Canaan.
For what do you seek?
With the hexwood armor on, we should be fine for... Actually, go back. Turn. Hold to desist. I was gonna say, I heard a siren. That thing gives off a siren when... I hear Grayson. Grayson, are you in the toilet again? Why are you in here? Robot oil... wood and chains. I've got oil, wood, and chains.
Good stuff.
It's gonna keep me topped up for a little while longer. What do I need to upgrade this? Because at the moment it's the only gun I can't use. Night Essence and something else. Okay. Right. I actually came back for something else. Field batteries. Now I was going to say I'll just make 7, but I'm actually making about 21 of these, because obviously it's 3 per meal. There we go. And obviously these are going to be useful for this. Right, now let's go to Canaan. Just gonna bring a brief visit back. Just got shot in the back. He got shot in the
There they
head.
are. Eat this pillar.
And go. Right. So, in truth, we're only here looking for the trees. We don't need to really get into any fights with anyone. I don't think I've ever actually been down this way. Bridge. Okay. Path up and down into the water. Not what I want. Okay, so I do have the shortcuts open. I can sneak through. Pretty sure. Broken bone already. Pretty sure there's some hidden stuff around. Okay, that's basically just where I was. Which is fine, because there is a tree and some people up here. One. Box. 2. This is revenge for my first visit here. Silver scrap would be nice as well, I guess. Because I can trade in for more refined carbon. And obviously thanks to... Oh. I must have killed it with a shotgun. I was going to say, thanks to me wearing the hex armor, I shouldn't have a problem harvesting the trees. Wonder what would happen if I chop a tree with the actual axe. Applies acid burn to target for a short time. Because that's not concerning.
Tis paradise, almost.
So there is corn here. But obviously I don't want corn. Don't want corn due to the fact that I can't purify it just
The hunger is here. I feel it.
It's a slow weapon. Try and do this sort of both slow but fast. Sort of methodically take out everyone around me. So I've got clear areas to work. I don't need pumpkins. I'm growing pumpkins.
The enemy walks.
No. Don't even try it. I know where you go. Not even reloading. Ah! No, 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 no. No. No one is ringing the bell. Like, at all. I refuse to let people ring the bell. Ooh. I'll take that.
Deceiver, perish witch.
Even a witch. Okay. Moving in. You'd think someone would hear the shots, wouldn't you? I mean, I'm not exactly quiet, I'm using a shotgun. It's like I am literally blowing their brains out. Right, let's see if I get anything special for using our actual axe, like a woodman's axe on the trees. I got 2. That doesn't feel special. I'm just going to go back to this. Need to try and look everywhere for hexwood trees, just to make sure that I can get enough wood. And I do want to set up a little base in here when I get around to it.
Oh.
Feeding the squirrels strapped behind. For now, yeah. I know I said a minute ago that it's useful to have, but I mean, I am only really here for the hexwood. There is no sort of rhyme or reason for what I'm doing today. I didn't have any plan to sort of continue the story just yet. My main goal was maybe to move the base somewhere else, but I mean, when I think about it, you don't want to move it anywhere too far, because the office sector has all the transport hubs that you need. So I forgot this thing takes so much charge that you basically drain every single field battery you might have. It might have been best if I just brought charger with me. Got a charger and a battery, and I've got infinite charges wherever I want. Let's move. Okay. This is not Minecraft. You cannot sit in the minecart. Good day, good sir.
I'm tired of corn.
Yeah, every field battery is 50 power. I know. they're useful for a pinch, that's for sure. And then stuff that doesn't require as much battery as like a vacuum, you can really use it well. Speaking of filled batteries, use up the last ones on my headlight, because like it's just been constantly on. Kind of need it constantly on for some of these areas.
Deceiver.
Let's just take this. Okay, so we've done a loop sort of up, round, back. We've still got this sort of main portion of the to deal with. And then obviously then we've still got the swamp, which I think has a few bits and pieces.
I feel it.
Also, I've not actually seen much silver scrap as I've ran around. I think I'm actually recycled sucked up.
Stop!
The devil is close. Deceiver. Perish, witch.
The enemies rarely drop it. I know. You can find bits and pieces of it like this, just sort of dotted around.
Pate matos.
Okay, so we've kind of done a loop of the early village now. Just gonna do this outside part and do the inner parts.
Deceiver. The enemy walks.
Damn. So yeah, we're back over here for the moment. you out before you can even run. Might slowly become to carrying all the stuff that we can from this place.
Perish, witch.
So what's that? 4, 8, 12, 16. That's like 4 mannequins. 5 including the stuff I've got already. I think there was... So I find it weird that my knife is not seemingly losing any decay. I've been using it constantly and just nothing. My gun broke just as I'm dealing with it. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I've done all of the village now. So the only place left is obviously through the mines, round a bit, into the swamp. I believe there's a few trees in the swamp. There we go. We can repair that. Every item has a chance to lose durability on use. That is firmly set. It is also lowered for every level in crafting. I mean, yeah, that's understandable. But I mean, I am using this knife constantly, and it hasn't broken yet. It's like it's basically replaced my normal knife. Well, that's just a cursed image. Gone.
The enemy walks.
I mean, some of them are actually dropping lots of stuff. Wait, I'm not meant to be around this part. You are meant to be on this other bridge. It's combat knife, right? Yeah. Combat knife, sharp weapon. A knife with only one purpose. durability of 30 and never seems to go down. Should be 50% by default. Yeah, it just doesn't seem to be going down.
The enemy walks.
Nope, you're not stabbing me with your picture.
Deceiver.
Right. My headlight's about to go out. So kind of switching to the shotgun's light now. Give the headlight a chance to sort of recharge a little. The numbers you pulled up are wrong. It claims 20 durability. I mean, I'll bring up the thing for you. Says 30. Gives me 20 damage. Gives me 12 damage with a plus 20 due to my obviously level, and 30 durability. And it's not like it's a crafted one where it's got boosted durability for a time. So really is a bit of a mystery why it's still going strong. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it. It's keeping it nice and topped up for me. Just gotta remember, I gotta walk a bit slower. Can't keep running because I'm obviously using the shotgun's torch. Although this next part should be fun, because there shouldn't be any trees in it, they should be all in the foresty part now.
Could use a short nap.
And I'm tired. Of course I'm tired. We're gonna have a sit here. Almost there yet? Almost. There we go. Right. Don't think there was one over here. No, just the zip line. Didn't like that jump. Remembered I don't have the gravity cube. Okay. Into the crazy lady swamp. Go around the outside, I think. Also, you can't sprint when you're in the swamp area itself. So... I see a bogman there. But I also see a tree. Gonna try and get like 5 to 6 hits in with the knife. And then use the vacuum so I don't lose it in the water. Okay, I think there's one tree over here. But I think this might be the mask tree. Yeah, this is the mask one.
Interesting.
Don't see anyone. Yeah, I think that might be all the trees. So while we're here, one lodestone, one quick sleep. The damage is right, but the site claims the max durability is lower, bringing the hidden value of chance less durability to question. Eh. Okay. So we slept. Take that. Done that.
Interesting.
I think there was. Ooh, apple in a tree. Honey apple ice cream. Good to know. This just leads around here. This bit leads to someplace nicer, so it's less dark. Okay. So if I had to guess, this is probably all of the wood we're going to get. 22, that's not bad. We'll just check on a few things. So all of these are ready to harvest. The water is almost filled up. Same here, these are ready to harvest. Water's almost filled up.
Heya.
These are filled up. And that's slowly filling up. This is almost filled, just from this little one. See, this is the thing I like. If you've got it in a place where it's not going to be anything else other than this, these work really well, because they don't need much. Obviously, with all the barrels I've got, and the farms themselves, it's going to require a little bit more than I've probably got. Or as much as I can. Lodestone can go in there. I've actually reached maximum number of slots. That's why this won't send
water
anymore.
would suffice.
Okay. If I take something out, it should still go in. Yep, that's fine. Put that on there, put that on there, move that. It's the one that had the other books. So I had 4, 3, and apparently I've got 1. So I don't know where book 2 is. I probably walked straight past it or something without realising. Right. Let's make a few of these mannequins then. Six is the maximum I can make, which is fine. And I know it looks like a skeleton in this picture there, but it's not a skeleton. It is a proper mannequin we are making. And I think up here would be a useful place to have it. Just somewhere where it's all open and we can constantly sort of come in and be like, yeah, I need this type of armor for this type of thing. So you can change its pose as well. Shrug, pounce, wave, fist up, crossed, ponder, or just standing. I do prefer it just standing because then it does look like a mannequin and not something that shouldn't be here. So you can literally fit a mannequin between each mannequin. Is what I'm aiming for. T-pose to assert dominance. Right now it's the whole, where do I position them to get them to stand right? There. There we go. Right, so now we'll take my crystalline, we'll take my Shifu, not Shifu, Maestro, take my atoms armor. We can literally go 1, 2, 3. Just realised the atoms armor actually had the bionic legs. So where's the rest of my atoms armor? I did have a full set of atoms armor, didn't I? Or apparently I didn't. Okay. Carbon fiber and 8 screws. Screws. And that should be enough for okay, full set of items armor. What else do I have?
There must be water here somewhere.
I've got... Obviously, I've got security armor in place of my transmog. I've got that. The Mountaineer stuff would be nice to display. Especially as we spent that time to get it. Finally move some stuff back over here. Then obviously we can actually get rid of some stuff, so like that's gonna stay because that's with me. That can go back in for a moment. So, oh, and no, no, yes, that can go in there. Let's see. So I've got the axe, I've got the pitchfork, so we can get rid of those. Don't really need to double up on those. We've got Pilgrim hat, so we can get rid of those. Got 2 different bonnets, so we'll get rid of one of those. I think I had another one of these Hydra. Yes. Or not. Have got another one of those backpacks though, so I don't need 2 of those. This gun, what does it use? I don't know. One has the ribbon black, one has it grey. Yes, I am aware of that. 556. This. But I mean, I don't need 2 bonnets. Just don't need 2 of the same bonnet. So I feel like we can get rid of one. Could make a sniper. Hello, Myron. Could make the sniper stuff. Yeah, I mean, I only have the leggings at the moment, which is a shame. But yeah, we can actually make the snipers. Cow. Done. We'll put this one on the very far end, because obviously it's not complete. I would like to get a full set of that, and then maybe transmog into it instead of being security. Trinket wise, okay, we can put Kylie there for now because I actually don't need her on me. It's a shame you can't scrap these and stuff because you don't do much else. And then that's just that lot now. That's just these bits. Batteries. Might have to get rid of a few pieces here. I think that might be as good as I'm going to get for today. You can go hunt snipers then. There are 2 in tunnels of manufacturing, plus there are multiple ones in hydro plant. True. I could. I think for today we're going to call it an end for today. Get rid of all of this. Do I not have screws anywhere? Apparently not. A fair bit of stuff there. Yeah, it's just nice being able to sort of harvest all this and forget that I've got some water now.
How's it going? Yeah, we're also free to just roam around now without having to worry about the Liat, because he's in here. So we've got our armors on display that we can just come in and be like,
I
oh yeah, I need to
perceive
be
a
sneaky for a
distinct
change,
lack of
and
snacks.
boom, I'm in the sneaky armor. And I am sneaky. Or if I just don't want to bleed, I'm now back in my Hexwood stuff. It has tidied up some of these chests as well, so like I've got a slot free here. I've got slots now way from up here, and I've got a slot free there. I think we're on a good track. Let's just have another couple of these. Now, thinking I might have to replace some of that wheat with lettuce, because obviously you don't get much from lettuce when you harvest it. My other plan may be to set up maybe like a little defense around here. So like between here and here. Am I glad he's frozen there and that we're out here and that he's the sheriff and that we're frozen in here? I know that. I know that. I get that reference. But yeah, I'm thinking I might set up the defences sort of here and over here to point that way, and then sort of like the same over here, just on a slight angle with there, because then that would give me this whole area in front to be able to do extra stuff. And like I could bring out maybe more of these 4-plot gardens and just place them all out here to grow everything more, like just like 2 free lettuces, 3 rices, wheat for trading, bit of everything. But that may be coming next time. Or I might do it off stream. You never know. I just need to keep an eye on this guy's level. Because obviously, if that drops to nothing, he wants to get out. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I will hopefully catch you all again soon. See you later.